Okay, this is the 15.7 inch or 10 watt aquarium light. This is my 15-gallon Fluval spec tank, which I had to remove the original light because it stopped working. So I decided to buy this light. It looked like it would be a good option, comparable, not quite the same, but very comparable. So I went ahead and purchased it. As you can see, I did not use the suction cups. I used some command strips. And this was based on someone else's review. Actually, a lot of the reviews say the suction cups do not work well. And I will tell you that day one, I put this on my lid and it was already in the water. So the suction cups do not work very well. They do not. So I would recommend you, if you're going to do what I did and put it on your lid, and it was dry, and I did do my best to get it to suction well. I would suggest you just don't even use the suction cups. Use the command strips. These are the ones you would put in the shower. It's the water resistant. Now they do look a little bit of an eyesore. When the lid is down, you can't see it. So really, you know, and I had to put it diagonally because it was a tad too long for my lid. So keep that in mind. If you buy a light and it's a tad too long, put it diagonal. It'll work just the same. So I've had this in here in my tank for about, I would say, at least 3 or 4 days. And those command strips are great. The light has not fallen. It is very secure, very secure. The light does not touch the water. I try my best not to get it too full to the top here. But let's take a look. So I'm gonna put the lid down. You can kind of see. And it's nice to have more than one strip. There's 3 rows of lights. So you wanna look for that, 3 rows, if you want a nice illumination. Let's take a look here. Here is the remote. I just mounted this to the wall with another command strip because it's easier, but here it is. Basically, there's a timer function, there's an on-off button, up or down, I believe is the, how bright you want it. And this right here is the timer, 24/7, which is amazing, you guys. If you wanna do what I do and have the fish slowly wake up in the morning, then go to like the bright white, and then towards like the evening, it turns to the blue so they can go to sleep, and then it turns off. And then when you wake up again, it's automatic. You don't have to touch a single thing. So here's what I do. I would turn it on. And as you can see already, when I turn it on, it's just the blue. It's just the blue light, but that's okay. So turn it on, and let me just see if I can show you the different colors. Let's see here. Let's try this out. If I do a timer. No, it doesn't. Well, actually, timer flicks. The timer flicks. We don't want to do that. Let's turn it on. Let's do this here. Oops. Okay, let's see. So, hard to tell. Here, let me see this here. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's daylight out, and it's hard to see. This is the warming up light in the morning. Like, say it's 6 in the morning, you want the fish to slowly wake up. It's kind of like an orange sunrise. Really nice. There you can see it there. It's got the orange. Kind of see it's nice and orange. Okay. And if we hit it again, there's the bright white. So after the fish wake up, it goes to a nice bright white, and it's really, really bright, you guys. I had another one that I purchased that I had to return because it just didn't cut it. This is a nice bright white light. I think I have it on the brightest setting here, but no problem seeing into the tank. Very, very bright. Very bright. There it is there. The tank. Okay. I just did a water change, so my fish are, I think, hiding, but this is my beta tank. All right. Oh, actually here, I just made it a tad brighter. So that was not the brightest setting. I apologize. This is now the brightest setting. You can see it's very, very beautiful, very bright. Very bright. Nice. see right into the tank. All right. And this is a 24/7 function I'm doing here, just so you can see. Okay, and now it's gonna dim a little bit. It just dimmed a little. I'm gonna hit the button again. Now it's gonna dim a little more, so it's getting towards nighttime. And there we go. And then when the timers hit the time of the day where it's time for the fish to go to sleep, it goes to the blue, which is the time to go to bed. There it is. There's light again. I had to command strip the light on top, but you know what? It hasn't fallen. It's nice and snug. The suction cups did not work. A lot of reviewers are saying that the suction cups do not work. I have tried it. I agree. My light was in the water on day one, so go ahead and use some command strips, waterproof or resistant. So there's the nighttime mode. So it's a little hard to see because it's daylight out. Sorry, guys. So that's the 24/7 function, which I would recommend you do. So again, there's the warming up time. It's kind of orange. Yeah, starting to wake up. There's my little beta there. There he is. Okay, starting to wake up, and then the timer moves on. Goes to really bright. Okay, and then it's getting to be afternoon. And then, about supper time, getting a little darker. And then time for bed. So 24/7. That's what I use. Really easy to program. All you do is, so like tonight, around maybe 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night, I would come here, I'd click, 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 click until I got to the blue. That would make it nighttime. And then you just leave it. Automatically in the morning, it's gonna go to the orange, the sunrise feature, and then midday, it's gonna go to the medium to the bright, and then slowly wind down for the day back to the blue. So you just have to, the important thing to know is that I would start off with, well, you could do it in the morning too. If you want to wake up in the morning at 6 in the morning, and you want to set the timer. So wake up in the morning, all you gotta do is just keep clicking, okay? There it is. Say it's 6 in the morning, I just woke up, I wanna set the timer. Make sure it's flashing orange. And you can see it's orange. And then you leave it. And then throughout the day, it'll just automatically go around to the nighttime, back to the day, back to the night. So really nice feature. I really like this light. It compares really well to the original light on my Fluval 15-gallon tank. I was disappointed the Fluval vendor did not help me. I've had this tank less than 2 years, and the light gave out, and the vendor manufacturer did not help me. So I decided, you know what? I don't want my pure plants to die. I don't want my fish to die. So I went and found a nice substitute light, which this is the one here. Hygger, I think it's called. 15.7 inch. So it fits nicely. Just got to put it diagonal. So. All right, guys. Hope this video helped. I'm really happy with the purchase. Great price. I think it was $23 or in or around there. Really great price. Highly recommend.
So I missed the waking up. It's sort of a bluish hue, and now it is starting to cycle into its daylight setting. And then later in the day, I've got it on a 12-hour cycle. Later in the day, it'll mimic moonlight, and then it turns itself off at 6 p.m. So it just depends on what time you push the 24/7. So if I wanted it to go 8 to 8, obviously I would unplug it, plug it back in, and then at 8 a.m. I would hit the 24/7 button. And then it would go from 8 to 8. Yep, I love this light. picture of it. Oops. But I did have to super glue it to the lid, which was no big deal. I just cut the wire to the burnt out LEDs and applied that. Because it wouldn't, I think it's meant to, the suction cups work if it's submerged underwater, but I did not want the lights shining outward. I wanted them coming down from the top. Yep, I love it.
Okay guys, so this, like I said in my review, the suction cups really aren't that great. But as you can see, you know, it's not a flat surface. So if you were to turn those brackets around and maybe set it on top, I'm sure it would be fine. But in this case, what I did is I just tie wrapped it. But as you can see, this is a 6-gallon carboy for brewing beer, and all these plants were very little, maybe 4 months ago. This light, for being as deep as this is, I'd say it's about 16 inches. They're just, the light's just great, that's all I can say. So good luck.
I've always bought products from Hygger, especially this kind of LED lamps, but this one came with a problem because it is loose from this part, so it goes on and off it. If I touch it, it'll go on and off all the time. So, and this was not attached to anything, neither the other part. I just do it because it was going loose all the time, and I had this problem here with this. Now, okay, there it is.
My part to save the passengers, to help tip the scales. There's gotta be another way. It's okay. Dad, I know what we need to do now. Please have faith in all of this. I love you. Thank you for being my dad.
Something vexes you, my weak love.